Howdy, and thanks for tuning in. I'm standing outside of the Amtrak station in Charleston, West Virginia. I'm getting ready to start a 15-day journey across the country and up into Canada as well. But this time, I'm not going alone. I'm going with my sister and her family. So this evening, we're taking Amtrak's Cardinal from Charleston, West Virginia, overnight to Chicago, Illinois. If we get there in time, we should arrive in Chicago at around 10 a.m., giving us about 5 hours to look around the Windy City. That's if we're on time, of course, so fingers crossed. Anyhow, once we're in Chicago, we'll meet up with my dad and stepmom and hop aboard Amtrak's Empire Builder to travel across the northern part of the country all the way out to Spokane, Washington. Once we're in Spokane, we're renting a big van and driving up to Glacier National Park for a few days before crossing into Canada, going up to Banff National Park. From Banff, we're headed west across the Rocky Mountains all the way to the coast back into Washington State and going to Olympic National Park before driving south to Portland and flying back home. I hope you enjoy this first part of our trip, as tonight we take Amtrak's Cardinal from Charleston, West Virginia to Chicago, Illinois. Come on, let's go. We're here a little bit early, but we clearly have literally half the station taken up with us 6. Wow. All right, we're getting ready to head across the bridge towards downtown Charleston. We've got about an hour and a half or so before the train gets here, so we have some time to walk and stretch our legs, so we might as well do it. They're having a little concert over there on a Friday night. No. This is a lot of fun. This is kind of an unexpected surprise. We got here a little bit early. Our train's running behind, plus we got to the station early. So instead of sitting around the station, this is what I like to do. Get out, walk around, see the city. I mean, I grew up here, so it's not like I haven't seen this before, but it's still fun to get out. Much better than sitting in the train station. Headed back across the bridge to the train station just as they've got a good song playing, Give Me Shelter by the Rolling Stones. So this building right here is the Amtrak station here in Charleston. Well, the gang's all here. We're waiting on our Cardinal. It's going to be here within the next 30 minutes. We're right here. We just got a sign here by the Charleston station and just waiting on the train. So looking forward for our overnight journey. So while we're waiting, we're just talking about what we're looking forward to the most. So Jenna, you're first. What are you looking forward to the most?
I think I'm most excited for Glacier.
Glacier National Park, all right. So let's go now. By the way, this is my niece, Jenna. And here's my niece, Nikki. This way, you've seen Nikki before in several videos.
What's up, guys?
So Nikki, what are you most excited for on this trip?
It's really hard to pick because I've seen all these places that we're going to, but personally, I'm most excited for probably Yoho.
Yoho National
Park. Because I said we should go there, and then they're like, okay, fine, and planned it, so.
That's true, because we were going to go to Yoho National Park, and then Nikki suggested it, so now we're going to Yoho. That's right. All right, let's get to my other niece here, Audrey.
Hi.
All right, Audrey. So Audrey, what are you most excited for on this trip?
I am most excited for Banff.
Banff. All right.
Yes.
So far the Canadians have the Americans 2-1. Wow. All right, come on over. Who's
Hey.
next? This is my sister Hope, and she's the girl's mom. My sister. Yeah. Anyhow, what are you most excited for?
I really hope we get to see bear, but safely from a distance. I really hope we get to see bear.
I hope we get to see a bear too. All right. So my brother-in-law Brad, his turn. So Brad, what are you most excited for?
Unfortunately, Banff. I'm going to be the tiebreaker, I guess. Or,
All right.
yeah.
So Banff, I think, is the winner. For me, I'm most excited. I've been to all these places before, and I love all of. I've not been to Yoho, actually. I've not been to Yoho. So, but I'm actually most excited to ride on the train, specifically the Empire Builder, with everybody, because riding on the trains are so much fun. Anyhow.
And let me add, we are all really excited to see how many burgers Mr. Walker eats on this trip. We're going to keep track. We
that's
will
true.
let you know at the end.
How many hamburgers? He's definitely a carnivore. All right. You know, this station here in Charleston, West Virginia, it's a really nice station. I went to a lot of stations this summer on my Great American Rail journey all over the country. And this one's not very big, but it's very clean, lots of seating, nice bathrooms. The employees here are super nice. And it's right here on the river, right across from downtown Charleston. So right, easy to get into town. The train will be here in about 5 minutes. And we're all excited about that. But I have to show you this because there's a beautiful, beautiful sky here behind the city of Charleston. The Cardinal departed Charleston, West Virginia, and traveled overnight through Kentucky and Ohio. It made a short stop in Indianapolis early the next morning before arriving at its final destination of Chicago, Illinois. First fresh air stop of the trip, Huntington, West Virginia. It's just the very next stop after Charleston, but hey, it's a fresh air stop, so why not? Plus, it's just a good time for me to sign off for tonight because it's after 10 p.m., time to go to bed, hopefully get a good night's sleep tonight, and then wake up tomorrow morning, hopefully somewhere in Indiana, and hopefully, fingers crossed, get to Chicago on time or even a little bit early to go explore the Windy Cities. All right, back on the train, time to go to bed. Good night. Good morning from Indianapolis, Indiana. It's about 5:15 in the morning and it's another fresh air stop. I'm actually wide awake, got a little bit of sleep, slept all the way through Cincinnati, and so our train is ahead of schedule. Excited about that. So this is a long stop in Indianapolis, well, relatively speaking. So it's about a 45-minute stop, so I'm just walking around. My sister Hope is over here. We're literally like the only ones plus one other person off the train. Right now everybody else is asleep. So we're gonna go in and check out the station for a little while and just walk around some. Well, we're outside the train station and for this long break, and Lucas Oil Stadium's there, but right over here is White Castle. It's real tempting to go over there and get to a little White Castle at 5 o'clock in the morning. The sign says it's open, but well, we're headed back up to the train track from hanging out here in the station. Not the nicest Amtrak station I've been to. The one in Charleston, West Virginia is better. It's smaller, but better. Almost everybody's awake now. Not quite, but almost. I think Jen is still asleep. Our Amtrak Cardinal arrived on time, 10 o'clock to Chicago, Illinois. So now we're in Union Station, and we're gonna walk to the Bounce luggage storage facility to drop off a bunch of bags, and then spend the next few hours exploring the Windy City. We're here in Chicago, walking to Grant Park and the Buckingham Fountain. All right, we're out here in front of Buckingham Fountain here in Grant Park in Chicago. And beautiful day. It's not very sunny. It's cloudy and overcast a little bit. Feels great. Just getting some exercise before we hop on the Empire Builder.
Let's go! Woo-hoo.
We're here in Millennium Park, and behind me is Cloud Gate, otherwise known as the Bean. I'm standing behind the Bean in Chicago, talking with my reflection right there, and the city reflecting off the Bean. Well, we've made it here to the Chicago River. Well, we picked up our bags here in Chicago from our Bounce luggage facility. Now we're headed to Union Station I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The next video, we're going to be taking Amtrak's Empire Builder across the northern part of the country. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Howdy, I'm in Chicago's Union Station, and in this video, I'm traveling with my sister and her family, along with my dad and stepmom, across the United States in Amtrak's Empire Builder, all the way to Glacier National Park. So come along and join us for the ride. Let's go. Well, we're just here in the Great Hall in Union Station waiting on the Empire Builder to get called for boarding. We haven't been called yet. There's everybody. So my dad and stepmom, they're in the lounge because they have a sleeper car, but we're all riding it in coach. So in this video, we're riding in coach, which means no bed, no shower facilities. And so anyhow, we're just gonna make the most of it and have fun with it. So I'm still waiting to get called for boarding. Well, we're out on the platform, waiting to board the Empire Builder, waiting in line. The Empire Builder left Union Station, traveling north through Wisconsin and overnight through Minnesota, where a significant delay occurred. It continued west through North Dakota, Montana, and Idaho before arriving in Spokane, Washington 2 days later. First recording from on the Empire Builder. Been in the lounge car the last few hours. We're approaching Columbus, Wisconsin, and it's dinner time. So we got some subs. Some of us got Jersey Mike's, some got Jimmy John's. So Mike's and John's. Anyhow, so dinner time. We crossed the Mississippi River at La Crosse, Wisconsin, with a beautiful moon just over the horizon. First fresh air stop of the Empire Builder, Winona, Minnesota. It's just a short little fresh air stop, but we've been on the train for 5 or 6 hours. All right, we're all off the train here, having fun. We got everybody here. Here we go, everybody here. Yay, wave. There we are. Even Dad's off the train. All right. We woke up early the next morning, still in the state of Minnesota. There was a derailment somewhere ahead of us, so we were on a different set of tracks, which ultimately led to us being so far behind for the rest of the trip. Good morning from the Empire Builder somewhere in Minnesota. I have no idea where we're at. There's a service disruption on the map tracker, so there's no status. We are definitely behind. Don't know how far behind. We haven't even got to Fargo, North Dakota yet. We were supposed to do that over almost 3 hours ago. That's perfectly fine with us because we want to be delayed on this train. We're scheduled to arrive around 2:45 in the morning tomorrow in Spokane, Washington. So the later we are, the more we get to sleep tonight coming up. So anyhow, it's about 6:30 in the morning, just here in the lounge car, hanging out, the best car on the train by far. It got really loud last night. There were lots of people here and they were just loud, but you know, that's all right, no big deal. Anyhow, I slept much better last night than I did the night before on the Cardinal. Not exactly sure why, I just did. Anyhow, looking forward to another great day on the train and continuing our journey towards Glacier National Park. We pulled into Fargo roughly 5 hours late. First fresh air stop of the day here at Grand Forks, North Dakota. This is actually an unscheduled fresh air stop, but because we're so far behind, we're actually about 5 hours behind schedule. So they let us get off the train for just a few minutes, so I don't want to venture off too far. But fresh air stop, Grand Forks, North Dakota. I think we get another one coming up in Minot, North Dakota. I think that'll be a little bit longer. This is just a real short one. We left you. We didn't want to wake you up.
That's okay.
They're all the way down there. Traveling across North Dakota gave us great views of the beautiful canola fields. Greetings from the observation car here on the Empire Builder. We're about 6 hours or so behind schedule, give or take. We've been sitting here for about an hour in the middle of this cornfield. I'll show in the video here in just a moment. Anyhow, we're waiting on a crew change. I think the conductor or the engineer or both have run out of time. So we're waiting on another crew to come out and get on, and then we'll be on our way. So we're quite delayed. I don't personally care because it gets us into Spokane in the morning time rather than the middle of the night, which actually makes it better. But anyhow, we're just sitting here for right now, hanging out in the lounge car. Here's this view out the window. Take a look. We're on the move again. We've gone through Rugby, North Dakota, and now we're about an hour outside of Minot, North Dakota, which is another stretch break to get outside and stretch our legs. So just again hanging out here on the lounge car, going about 80 miles an hour through a bunch of canola fields. And it's been real nice scenery when we're moving, but we're definitely on the move again. We're about 6 hours behind schedule. Again, we don't care. That gets us into Spokane at a better time.
Get my money back. I went to Glacier National Park. Oh dear, we better stop. Is it my turn? Tell them all about it. They've never been.
Fresh air stop in Minot, North Dakota. We're about 7 hours behind schedule. That's all right, no big deal. A little warm out here, believe it or not. All right, I'm headed up to the very front of the train, and I'm gonna time to see how long it takes to walk from the front of the train all the way to the very back. All right, I just set my stopwatch. I'm at the front of the train. I'm gonna see how long it takes to walk from here to the very front, all the way to the very back of the last car. We've got 13 cars on this consist. We're gonna see how long that takes. It's loud up here at the front. I'm a really fast walker, and right now I'm at about 1 minute 40 seconds. All right, I just got here to the very back, and we're at 3 minutes and 39 seconds from the front of the train to the back, and I'm a really fast walker. So 3 minutes and 39 seconds, wow. I love this Minot train station. It's got this beautiful old feel to it. Just a really nice station. I sure have enjoyed this nice long extended stop here in Minot, North Dakota, but now time to get back on the train. Let's go. As we continued through western North Dakota, the landscape started to change, bringing more rolling hills and eventually some badlands. We passed Fort Union Trading Post National Historic Site right on the Montana border. So we're here on the train, and one of the funnest things about riding on the train is getting to meet new people. And so across from us are, this is Ashlyn.
Hi.
And then her cousin Kaiser's hiding down there. And then Ashlyn's dog is Dolly, and I'll show you Dolly right here next. But anyhow, we've been talking to them. They're headed out to Portland, Oregon to go visit family. So it's just cool to like meet new people. So you're supposed to wave.
Oh, no. How old is Dolly?
She's almost 3. So my grandma's flying me this there, but I don't even take a train. I thought it'd be a cool.
Well, because our train's so delayed, they've actually got Pizza Hut pizza for all the passengers in coach. So everybody got 2 slices. So, you know, doesn't cost anything, that's fine. We were actually going to get pizza this evening delivered in Havre, Montana. But because we're so delayed, we're doing this instead. Well, we're in another delay right now. We're waiting on some train up ahead of us that's stuck, and then after that goes through, then our sister train that's headed east is going to be passing us as well. So they said at least another 30 minutes or so. We've already been here a good 45 minutes, so putting us even further behind, but you know, that's all right. At least we have a decent view. Well, we've had dinner, and now we're just all in the lounge car together. We've got 2 booths across from each other, so all 8 of us are here. And we're just kind of here hanging out, looking at the beautiful scenery outside. And some of them are playing games over there. Dad's right here. We watched the sunset as another day on the Empire Builder came and went. Officially the last fresh air stop of our Empire Builder, Havre, Montana. We're about 7.5 or 8 hours late, but that's all right. We do have this stop, and just a real short little stop, 5 minutes maybe, if that. Anyhow, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna head back on and go to bed. Yeah, this is a really short stop, but they did let us off, and our new friend we met, Ashlyn, she's got her dog Dolly, and so Dolly got to pee, so that was good.
I can't find it. Here. I know, but at least it's the last side of the train.
Yeah, that's true.
And this was the
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Back on, everybody.
Sorry.
The next morning, we were treated to beautiful views along the Kootenai River in western Montana. Good morning from the Empire Builder. We were supposed to have arrived in Spokane, Washington already in the middle of the night, but we're still on the Empire Builder. It works out so much better for us though, because instead of arriving at Spokane at 2 or 3 or even 4 in the morning, we're gonna get there maybe around 9 a.m., maybe 10 a.m., who knows? That's okay, because we're gonna go straight to the airport, get our rental van, and have the rest of the day in Spokane, and then go over to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So I had another night's sleep here on the train, got to sleep, you know, as best as you can in coach on the train, but it was fine. So looking forward to spending some more time here before getting to Spokane. We've been traveling along the Kootenai River, and now we've gone into a tunnel, and we're almost, well, we're outside again. We're almost into Idaho.
I don't know. Someone took like 6 hours. I feel like we're in Alaska right now.
Maybe it's
There's a mommy down there too.
Oh, it is a deer. There's a mommy deer.
We've arrived in Sandpoint, Idaho for a stop. This is our last stop before we get to Spokane. And we're just kind of waiting to let some people off, and then we're head on to Spokane. It's an hour and 15 minutes away, so almost there. We have finally arrived in Spokane, Washington. After 1,879 miles and 40 hours, we've arrived in Spokane, Washington. We're at the Spokane International Airport. We just went through and checked out our rental cars, so now we're getting ready to head to pick up the rental vehicles. We've got a big van. Dad's got a regular sized car, so we've got that. Hope and the girls are already at the Airbnb, and we're getting ready to get the cars and head that way now. Well, we got checked into our Airbnb here in Spokane, and now we're gonna go get some lunch here at some Mexican at Maracas. Thank you.
You're welcome. Be right back.
All right.
All right, everyone.
Holy cow, this is a lot of food. So we ordered the lunch menu, but it's huge. Oh my gosh, these plates are gigantic. Look at these fajitas. And that.
One burrito.
After lunch, we drove east into Idaho to spend the rest of the day in Coeur d'Alene. Dad wasn't feeling well, so he stayed back at the Airbnb to rest up. Welcome to Idaho! Well, we made it to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. We got the van parked, and now we're just gonna walk around and explore town just a little bit. So, got our little moose buddy right here, so let's go see what we can find.
If you want us to take one too, we can do it, but that's way cooler.
To do what?
If you want. It's pretty good. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
anything for you?
Yes. One scoop of the huckleberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
Got a couple different ice creams, Huckleberry Heaven and then Huckleberry Cheesecake, and they're both outstanding. Yum, yum. Wow, Coeur d'Alene sure is nice. This is great. We're getting ready to go on the Tubbs Hill Trail. It's one of the most famous and popular hiking areas in town. I did some research and found out about it beforehand, so excited about doing that, so let's go. These overlooks on this trail are fantastic. What a great view and a great evening. Great way to end our day, our first day out west here on this trip. There he goes, right out there.
Oh, he just did death diving. Did you see that?
Yeah.
We've had a great time walking on this Tubbs Hill Trail right here on the shores of Lake Coeur d'Alene. Just beautiful. What a great evening. So obviously, if you're ever in Coeur d'Alene, this is definitely something to do. It's been really hot here today, over 100 degrees, but here in the evening time, it feels wonderful. Set foot in the lake and it feels so good, and the water's so clear. It does feel nice. Only bad thing about going downhill is you usually have to go back up. That's where we're at now. Straight towards me.
Here, I got it.
Don't lose your balance. Wow, what a great evening. Great way to spend the evening here. You know, this is just our first night here out west. We got off the train this morning, and so just a great way to get this started. Feels great to get this fresh air. Oh my gosh, the pine, so strong, feels so good. And look at this view. We just posed with a group picture with the moose. Trying to get 6 or 7 people in one picture is kind of hard to do, but that's all right. We can't come to Idaho without getting potato skins.
Okay, stop.
Wow, it is hot.
After dinner, we stopped by the store to stock up on supplies for our next several days of camping. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to smash that like button, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video appears. Next week, our journey takes us to one of the most beautiful locations in America, Glacier National Park. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then. Good morning. We're in Spokane Valley, and we're getting ready to go into one of Dad's favorite places, Fred Meyer, before heading east to Idaho and then on to Montana. We had to pick up supplies because we would be tent camping for the next 5 nights. After shopping at Fred Meyer, we crossed into Idaho and then Montana on our way to Glacier National Park. I've been driving most of the day today. I've been driving my dad. We left Spokane, went through Idaho, had lunch in Missoula, and now we're in Columbia Falls, and this is his cabin he's got for a couple of nights. Myself and Hope and her family, we're camping in Glacier National Park for the next few nights, but they've got their cabin, so I drove them here, and this cabin is really cool, and the view, I'm going to spin it around here. The view is also really nice. We finally made it to Glacier National Park, so now we're just outside of the park entrance sign, taking different pictures and stuff, getting ready to go in and get our campsite set up and do some hiking this evening, and just enjoy this nature in this beautiful place. Well, we got our tents put up. I'm at site A12, and my sister Hope and Brad, they're in site A21 here at the Apgar Campground in Glacier National Park. Beautiful evening. We've got this finished, so we're just going to decide what we're going to do now. We might go for a swim in the lake because it's still really warm out here. It feels great, but the sun's out, and we might go for a swim, so we'll just see what happens.
Me too, or you want to? What do you mean? Oh.
And up go the hammocks.
I never thought of that. All right.
And flip that up in there so you can see this.
This looks cute.
It looks
It
way
does.
better. Now flip this up.
My feet. That's her feet. Hold on, let me see what that looks like. Oh wait, that's actually really cute. Look. Let me see. Oh wait, yeah. Too bad we don't have the fat-headed
Jenna.
Carly.
We're in the Apgar village right now, getting ready to go into the little store. I always love coming into these mercantiles here in the national parks. They've got such cute stuff.
I got mine.
I'm down here at Lake McDonald, and this is just so gorgeous here at sunset. We're getting ready to get into the water, and this is just spectacular. Wow. Sweet Jesus, this is cold. Yeah, pretty cold.
Gosh.
Holy cow. Wow. Okay, here at Lake McDonald, getting ready to jump into the water. Oh, kind of nervous about this. Let's do it.
Oh, it's cold.
All right, one more time.
It's cold, but it feels good.
It feels good.
Did you guys touch the bottom?
Yeah.
I did. I think because I really leaped it off. 1, 2, 3. Press that button. Let's try. Not that button. What button? The black one.
Zoom out.
All right, press it again. Okay. Gosh.
After our swim, we went back to camp to fix dinner.
Get a photo of this. This is impressive.
It is impressive.
Get a photo with the chef, Dad. Give us a little thumbs up or what? Yeah, look, we've got 3 of you taking.
What a great day we've had. We traveled from Spokane across Idaho, and now we're in Glacier National Park. We swam in Lake McDonald, and now we're getting dinner ready here in the campground. Got the fire going. Got hot dogs we're roasting.
Drink bread.
Wow, that was bright.
Sorry. Sorry.
Having fun today?
Yes. Can't wait for some food.
I know, me neither.
So hungry.
Yeah, me too.
What's up, Carolina Top Shot Travel Fan Club?
We are his nieces, and we are invading his channel now.
Yes, we're in Glacier National Park.
Good morning from Lake McDonald. We had a great night's sleep last night at the Apgar campground, and it's around 6 a.m. So now we're getting ready to go across, going to the Sun Road over to Mini Glacier and go hike out on the Grinnell Glacier Trail. So let's go get started.
Yeah.
It's cold.
The Going to the Sun Road is a 50-mile road that crosses Glacier National Park. The road was completed in 1932 and crosses the Continental Divide at Logan Pass, which is the highest point on the road at 6,646 feet. During the summer, a road permit is required to drive on the Going to the Sun Road. We got ours months in advance on the day that it was available for the dates of our visit. Just got out of the van up here on Going to the Sun Road. This is our first stop. and I heard lots of wows. Right down here is the road we came in on along the river.
I want to put a little rock in there just to see how far it'll take to get down there.
Well, time to get back in the van and continue up, going to the Sun Road.
I couldn't tell. Girl. Stand up on that foot. Are you sure you're sneaky? No, hey. Mickey. Mom, look how cool this looks.
She just stood up on there.
Not saying.
We've arrived at St. Mary's Lake, and right out here is Wild Goose Island. What a great view. We've got a lot of the smoke from some of the forest fires around, so the view's not quite as great, but it's still very beautiful.
Hurry up, we'll be going this thing. Right.
Girls, come on.
Wait, will you get a picture of them like that?
What the heck is that all about? We're in the mini glacier area here at Glacier National Park, and we're getting ready to go on one of the most iconic trails here in the entire park, the Grinnell Glacier Trail. So it's about 10 miles round trip, so let's go get started.
that when we get to the top. Right.
Are you doing?
All right, we just started the Grinnell Glacier Trail. It's about 10 miles round trip and not too much, about a 1,600 foot elevation gain in all. So we'll see what it's like. I've been looking forward to doing this for months now.
He thinks it's funny if you saw them come up and talk. You can cut that part out.
For sure. Yeah. Did you hear me, Brian?
We've gone about 1.5 miles or so on the Grinnell Glacier Trail, and so far it's pretty easy. I know the harder part is a little later on. But right now it's really simple, but the views are outstanding. This is just a lot of fun.
He wants a peanut.
All right, time to go up. Up, up, up we go.
Lily's wiggles.
Now this is what I'm talking about. You're doing good, Hope. Yeah, it's all right. Look at this amazing view. Holy moly. Wow, does it get much better than this? This trail is phenomenal. Love, love, love this. Oh, wow.
I cannot, my lips are about to crack.
One,
Nikki!
1, 2, 3.
On this hike, we go by and actually under another waterfall. How cool is this? Wow, that is awesome. That's cool. Very cool. Whew. Just walk up, you'll be fine. Watch your step. You got it, Hope. Watch your step. Yeah, good job. Good job. That was awesome, going through that waterfall. That was great. Little narrow section through here.
Isn't that really cool?
It is. We've gone over 4 miles now on this trail, and it just keeps getting better and better. My heavens.
That's why I was young.
That was great. We just saw a baby goat and its mama. They came down from the hill. The mom went first and the baby came second, and it cried. So cute. Oh, there they are. I know I've already said it a dozen times, but this trail is just amazing. These pictures and videos, they don't do it justice. You gotta come here. Come to Glacier National Park, the Grinnell Glacier Trail. Breathtaking. I'm on the very last part of the Grinnell Glacier Trail, and this last 3/10 of a mile or so, it's pretty much straight up with stairs, but I'm almost there now. Definitely not stopping. Almost there. Phenomenal. All right, I did this just a second ago, so for the sake of the video, I'm going to do it again. Oh my gosh, this is so cold. Oh, wow. There's ice right there. Gosh, that hurts.
Lean down. As close down as we can.
Terrible. Oh my gosh. Wow. It hurts. It literally hurts to do that. Oh.
Wow.
That stings. Okay, I can't do this long. I'm officially standing in the glacier water. There, oh my gosh, I want a snowball. Yeah, okay, that's it. My feet hurt. Wow, that was bad. That was
I
bad.
think you need to retake that.
Oh. Yeah. Nice.
That is cold.
Yeah, that's the coldest water I've ever felt. Oh gosh, nice. We met a young lady named Lindsay from Colorado who was traveling solo. She dove into the glacier-fed lake, and when Nikki saw her do this, she knew she had to try it as well.
It's shallow though, so just be careful when you dive down. You got it, girl.
All right.
You guys ready?
We're ready. Let her rip.
Yep.
Wow. That's awesome.
Hey, throw your hands up, throw your hands up. Okay, yeah, don't stay in too long.
That's some cold water. It's really cold. That's so awesome.
Yeah, this Grinnell Lake with the Grinnell Glacier over there is fantastic. Nikki actually jumped in and got in the water, but just putting your feet in, it actually hurt. I mean, it stung so bad. So anyhow, just had a great time here. I'm just kind of panning this around just a little bit so you can see it. But we've had a lot of fun here, and we've walked over 5 miles, and now we've got 5 miles to go back. So over 10 miles by the time we get back to the van. Before we could do that, we're gonna go over the ridge there, have a little bit of lunch, and then start our journey back. Yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah, I can't. Thank you. But yeah, so I'll be out here.
Oh gosh, they were talking, when I was walking on my own, somebody was talking about how they've seen a ton of moose from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. every night somewhere in many places. Really? Yeah, she was like, I've been here so much.
Alright, Mom. You're up. Just take it slow. You're good.
Be careful.
Yeah, girlfriend.
All right, here we go into the waterfall. Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! That's awesome. I know I've been videoing this thing all day long, but I still can't get over the color of this lake. Man. There's a mama moose and her calf right down here behind me.
Look at that.
The baby and mom.
And a baby.
We are almost back to the car and we're exhausted. We're so tired, we're dirty, we're filthy, we're nasty. We need to shower in the worst way. We're sort of hungry. We're definitely thirsty. We've gone through all of our water. So we're looking forward to getting back to the parking area where there's a pump to get some water, but it's been worth it. This has been a great hike and a great way to spend our first day here in Glacier National Park. On our drive going back across Going to the Sun Road, we saw our first of several bears that we would see on this trip. Check out this amazing waterfall behind me, right here on Going to the Sun Road. When we got back to the western side of the park, we saw our second bear. We then drove on to Columbia Falls to say goodbye to Dad and Sandy before their flight back home to South Carolina early the next morning. Good morning from the Apgar campground here in Glacier National Park. It's Thursday, July 25th, and we're packing up our campsites and putting everything back in the van and going across, going to the Sun Road in Glacier, maybe making a few stops, and then headed north across the border to Canada. So this evening we're going to be camping in Banff National Park for the next few nights, and looking forward to doing that. So we've had a great time here in Glacier. We've got a few other things to do. We got to go to some visitor centers and get our passport stamps. And then, you know, like I say, see a few other things. But we've had a great time. The weather looks a little questionable, so we're trying to get our tents put away as quick as we can before it starts to rain. It may not rain, but you never know. Anyhow, let's continue along with this journey. We're here inside a little store at East Glacier. We're gonna get some ice cream and then head up the road to get some lunch. But we have to get some huckleberry ice cream while we're here.
Oh, that's cute.
You serious, Clark?
Yum yum, huckleberry ice cream. We're at East Glacier. We've just left Glacier National Park and we're about ready to head north up towards Canada to go to Banff National Park. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You can get more content like this, as well as keep following along on our journey as we head up towards Banff. Thanks for watching. See you next time. In this video, I'm in Canada, exploring Banff and Banff National Park. We're headed north towards Canada, and our journey to Banff National Park, we're less than 10 miles from the border crossing, and so the next time on the video should be in Canada. We've made it into Canada. We're pulling into Alberta right now. Had to get some pictures and stuff here by the sign. Wow, it's really windy. Once we crossed into Canada, we drove north until we reached the town of Cardston, Alberta, where we ate lunch at a KFC. After lunch, we drove a few more hours to Calgary and then west toward Banff. We're in Canmore, Alberta, Canada, and we've made it to Petrino's restaurant, and that's where we're having dinner this evening. We've had a long drive today up from Glacier National Park up to here, and we just have a little bit further to go before we get to Banff, and that's where our campground is for the next 3 nights. So we're all really hungry right now. This setting here is beautiful. Oh my gosh. All right, we've got our dinner here. They had the spaghetti, Thursday night spaghetti was on sale, $17 a plate. That's Canadian money, 17, so it's good for us, but 5 of the 6 got spaghetti. You don't have to stare at the thing. You can just like do your thing and eat. Like Nikki's doing, just kind of do that.
Yeah, I kind of just don't even pay attention.
Yeah. You excited for this, girls?
Yeah, it smells so good.
I know, I agree. Yum. After dinner, we drove to Banff, where we set up our tents for a 3-night stay at the Tunnel Mountain Campground. We've made it to Banff National Park, and we're camping in the Tunnel Mountain Campground. We're in Loop H, so right here is my tent, right back here. And Nikki and Audrey are staying with me. We've got 3 people in each tent, just spaces it out a little bit better. And then right over here next door is Hope and Brad and Jenna in their tent. So it works out real nice. Then right across the street over here is the bathhouse. We've not gone in there yet. We just got here and just got set up before it got too dark. So it works out nicely. Anyhow, looking forward to a nice night here at the Tunnel Mountain Campground in Banff National Park. No campfires are allowed. They've got wildfires going on in Jasper National Park, which is just north of us. So no campfires for us, but that's okay. We knew that going into it. So hopefully we get a good night's sleep tonight and have a big day tomorrow here in Banff. Good morning from Banff National Park. It is a beautiful morning. It's a little cloudy and overcast, but it feels great. It's probably in the mid to upper 40s. I had a great night's sleep last night. Here's my tent right there. Audrey and Nikki were in the tent with me, and then Hope and Brad and Jenna were in the tent over there. That's the site next to us. Anyhow, had a great night's sleep last night. Looking forward to a big day today, and ready to get started here in Banff. Walking back to the campsites from the bathhouse. I'm down at the very end, and Hope and Brad are right here. And Hope's got a little breakfast buffet spread she's working on. She does such a good job with that. There's Jenna.
Hi.
We got some fruit, oatmeal, hot chocolate. Yum. We left the campground to go into the town of Banff for the first time. Oh, there's the visitor center right across the street. Should we go there?
Yeah.
We've made it into the town of Banff, and we're getting ready to go into the visitor center. What a lovely little town. Very cute. We just parked for 3 hours. So we've got 3 hours to look around before we go out on some trails. We're headed to the visitor center right now. This was just one of the many local coffee shops we visited during this trip. I think the girls are loving Banff. They just got some coffee, now they're sitting right here on the street, and it's just such a beautiful town. I'll walk right out here in the middle of the road, and you can see the beautiful view right there. So, holy cow. Yeah, pretty spectacular. You know, you have that way, and then you turn around and go that way. And so everywhere you look, there's these beautiful mountains all around and these cool looking buildings and everything. Just what a great place.
We have 2 more.
What do you think, Nikki? Do you like Banff?
Yeah.
I thought you would.
Right up my alley.
I thought so.
Hey.
Hello, girls. With your Aruba shirts on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Aruba's ever been this cold.
No.
Take home a piece of Canada.
I know, that's what I was looking at. It looks like mashed potatoes. Look how cute.
I'm here outside of Tommy's neighborhood pub. We've got a table in here, and they've got some great lunch specials going on, so time for lunch. Well, our nachos just came out and they're huge. Yes. My sloppy Joe hit the spot. What do you think, girls?
These are, look how thick these chocolate balls are. They're so, yeah. You can't even read the back. It's like it's cool.
Audrey was literally.
When we left Banff, we drove north up the Bow Valley Parkway toward Johnston Canyon.
We look to the mountains. We don't care if it's only a dream. Nothing is really what it's.
All right, we've driven up the Bow Valley to Johnston Canyon, and now we're getting ready to take the Johnston Canyon Trail out to the lower falls and then out to the upper falls. The only downside to these really popular hikes, obviously, is how crowded they are. There's just lots of people on the trail. Canyon gets really narrow through here. How you doing, girls?
Good, good.
You tired?
Oh, out of breath.
Out of breath?
Yeah.
Really? I think it's pretty easy.
It is, but we just went uphill for a while.
You need to stop and sit down?
No, I'm good.
That's
I'm
good.
good.
That's all right. She can.
It is way easier than the other day.
Definitely way easier than the other day, for sure.
Is this the lower falls?
I think we're getting that way.
What?
Towards the lower falls.
Oh. What?
How you doing, Hope?
Doing good.
Better than the other day?
Yes.
We've made it out to the upper falls here at Johnston Canyon. There's a long line waiting to get out to the viewing platform, but we're almost out there now. My favorite part of this trail are these platforms that they've built to get out through the Johnston Canyon. If it wasn't for these platforms, there's no way that you could walk out to the falls. They've had to manually build these platforms. They're like little bridges that go along through the canyon. Pretty cool. You can kind of see it there.
We don't care if it's only a dream. Nothing is really what it seems.
Once we left Johnston Canyon, we headed back toward Banff. We stopped by the sign for a few photos before driving up to the Banff Hot Springs.
In the twilight's gentle flow, in the dance of fading light, we grow. And all the warning.
so good.
I told you.
It's so good.
I'll get out of the way. You can sit there.
What makes this a hot spring? Like, is this not just a giant hot tub?
This isn't a natural hot spring.
I think it is. But they still filter it and stuff too. Yeah.
Oh, this feels so good.
Yeah. Go sit over there beside Brad.
I believe I might sit on the...
We're at the Banff Hot Springs, and this water feels so good. It's about 55 degrees outside, and this water is so warm. It feels amazing. Gosh. What do you think about the hot springs?
It's so nice. It feels so good. Hi, it's really hot.
It is really hot. And Nikki got out. She didn't even do it. All right, time to go in one more time before we get out and go get ready for dinner. The hot springs felt amazing, especially after several consecutive days of hiking and sleeping on the ground in tents. We made our way back into town for more shopping and dinner. We're out front of Beaver Tails here in downtown Banff, and we each got one. Brad got ice cream, but the rest of us got Beaver Tails. I got the apple, so I'm looking forward to trying that. So we got some strawberry cheesecake, maybe.
Yeah.
Some kind of chocolatey
Oreo.
something. Oreo.
The classic cinnamon sugar.
The
Can't
classic.
go wrong.
Choco wafer.
Oh,
It's like
nice.
Kit Kats.
And what?
Lavender lemon and walnut maple.
Okay, just a regular ice cream on that one. So anyhow, looking forward to trying this beaver tail.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, definitely lives up to the hype. We went back to our campsite for a good night's sleep. The next morning, we got up early to drive to the Lake Louise Summer Gondola to catch our tour bus. You're not allowed to drive a private vehicle to Moraine Lake, so the only way to do this is to book a tour, and we did this several months in advance. Good morning from the Lake Louise Summer Gondola parking area. We've driven from our campsite at Tunnel Mountain up to Lake Louise. We've parked the car and we're walking over to the shuttle bus to catch the shuttle bus to Lake Louise itself and then on to Moraine Lake. It's pretty chilly outside. It's only in the 40s Fahrenheit. But anyhow, looking forward to this day. All right, we're on the shuttle bus and we've got to drive over to Lake Louise, and I think we're there for about an hour. Morning, girls. Keep putting on stuff.
The one she said goes around.
We've made it to beautiful Lake Louise. We're here for about an hour before we head on to Moraine Lake, but just look how spectacular this is.
Cut me off about your chest strap. She's carried that dinosaur around with her that long.
Polaroid.
We won't see it till
A Polaroid moment. Wow. Yeah, that's nice. The color of the water here is just phenomenal. Just really pretty, and it's more like a milky blue. And then you've got the mountain back here with the big glacier up above. Just so pretty.
Hang on, let me take my hood off.
Oh, I was up.
Being here at Lake Louise reminds me of my Mimi because that was her name. Her name was Louise, so coming here special reminds me of her. It's so pretty, but it's so cold out here. So we're gonna walk over to the chalet and go inside for a few minutes before we head back to the bus to head to Moraine Lake. We've left Lake Louise and now we're on the shuttle headed up to Moraine Lake. We've made it out to Moraine Lake and now we're on the Rock Pile Trail, headed up to the Rock Pile. Well, we've made it to Moraine Lake, and this is just one of the most spectacular views anywhere in the world. I mean, check this out. Good grief. That have washed to shore.
How old is he? He is 8, almost 9. Yeah.
On my shoe.
Huh? No, you're not done. Don't say that.
No, she said she wasn't.
Stay put, stay put, stay.
All right.
It's eating Brad's back. Brad has peanuts in there.
Oh, there.
Are you guys gonna
Hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
and share.
Thanks for watching.
Our bus driver Yorkie drove us from Moraine Lake back down to the Lake Louise Summer Gondola.
Well, it's heated from the sun coming through that blue.
Oh yeah, that's it.
6-passenger heated bubble.
Well, it is. It holds the heat.
All right, we're in the village of Lake Louise, and there's some little shops over there. I'm getting ready to go into the visitor center, so let's go check it out. The Canadian national parks are known for these red chairs with their national park logo right behind me. So this one's right in the middle of the visitor center here at Lake Louise. Of course, with the big bear right over here behind me. So pretty cool. All right, very nice visitor center. So now I'm headed back outside and walk over to the little shops and find everybody else. I'm sure you can get in.
There was a squirrel. It was eating whatever that stuff is.
We drove back down the Bow Valley Parkway to Banff. We took this route over the 4-lane highway in hopes of seeing more wildlife. And boy, this route did not disappoint. We're driving along the Bow Valley Parkway, which is the scenic route here through Bow Valley instead of the main highway. And we just saw a black bear less than 5 minutes ago. And here we've got this beautiful turnout with the Bow River and then the beautiful mountains back behind us. So the views just go on and on here in Banff National Park. We've driven up the road to the Norquay Lookout, which overlooks the town of Banff and the beautiful mountains in the background. We just came down off the mountain and now we're driving back to the campground, and we have a whole herd of elk behind us. Now you see this fence right here. This is not a zoo or anything like that. The national park puts up this fence to keep the animals off the main highway, which is right there. So the fence is on both sides of the road all the way through the park. So yeah, don't think this is a zoo, because it's definitely not. Here come some of these red chairs that are known throughout the national parks here in Canada for great views. So I think I'll partake. Yep, here in the red chair with this great overlook here at the Hoodoos, and fantastic view. Let me show you. Wow, what a great view. We're at the Old Spaghetti Factory here in Banff for dinner for our last night here in town, and we can't wait. We've got our salads and soups already, and so we're waiting on our entrees in just a moment, but we got lucky, got in here, not too much of a wait, and then the views out the windows are spectacular. Let me show you this. So right there, we have everybody, but then we'll look out this direction. Well, we just finished dinner here in Banff, and we're in the Dollarama, which is like the dollar store here in Canada, and we're on the candy aisle. This is crazy. Look at this. Reese Cups, 91 cents for a 3-pack. Kit Kats, 91 cents. Twix, 91 cents. Wow, unbelievable. Look at all this candy, 91 cents. Hershey's, Hershey bars, a Hershey bar, 91 cents. That's crazy. And that's Canadian money, so when you do the conversion, it comes out to be like 80 cents for a candy bar, 65 cents for a candy bar. That's crazy. Anyhow, we're gonna stock up for the next several days. Our last night camping here in Banff. Gonna have some treats. We just left the little mall with the Dollarama, and that's also where our dinner place was. And so now we're looking for Hope and Brad out here on Banff Avenue, which is like the main drag through Banff. What a beautiful Saturday evening here in town.
Yay!
This is just such a gorgeous little town. I know I've said it before several times, but something about it, especially in the evening time, it really comes to life. There's a lot more people on the street, and just the lights of the buildings and things. Then of course the beautiful mountains and the scenery in the background. What kind did you girls get?
I got strawberry cheesecake again. I just got the regular.
The original?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, for the second night in a row, we got beaver tails. So tonight, I got the strawberry cheesecake. I tell you, this beaver tails is phenomenal. I already put away like half of it. We need to get some of these down south. I think they're only in Canada. They need to put one of these in North Carolina somewhere. This is amazing. How's everybody liking their beaver tail?
Wonderful. Very good.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Awesome. Brad got it for the first time. Got some original there. And then another strawberry cheesecake. Yes. All right, that's probably going to do it from here in Banff. Tomorrow morning we're getting up, packing up our tents, and we're going to be heading west toward Yoho National Park, Kamloops, and then headed down toward Washington State and the Olympic Peninsula. So hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Howdy, and thanks for tuning in. We just left Banff National Park, and now we're driving west on the Trans-Canadian Highway, and we just crossed into British Columbia. So we're on our way to Yoho National Park, and then on to Kamloops for the night. So come along, join us for this video. Let's see what we can find. We had an amazing time in Banff, and this beautiful park once again blessed us with even more wildlife as we departed. We left Banff and drove toward Lake Louise before going west into British Columbia and Yoho National Park. In my previous video, I pointed out the fencing on both sides of the highway to keep the animals off the road. We passed under several animal bridges that had been built to let the animals safely cross the highway. We just left Banff National Park, and now we're driving west on the Trans-Canadian Highway, and we just crossed into British Columbia. So we're on our way to Yoho National Park, and then on to Kamloops for the night. We've arrived at our next national park here in Canada, Yoho. Let's go check it out.
Are we all? No, we're definitely not all of these. All right, guys, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Our first stop in Yoho was Takakau Falls. At 1,224 feet, it's the second tallest waterfall in Canada. We're in Yoho National Park, and we're just outside the visitor center. We're going to go in the visitor center now and get a map.
Oh my gosh, look at this one, Jenna. Let me do this. Do it.
This one looks more like defined. Why's mine not working? Oh, yeah.
All right, we're leaving the visitor center here at Yoho and headed over to Emerald Lake to get on some canoes to canoe on the lake. We're at Emerald Lake here in Yoho National Park in the canoe rental line, and we're getting ready to get on a canoe to go out on the lake. It's $100 an hour, and the park ranger said it was the best rates in all of the Canadian Rockies. So looking forward to the canoe ride. All right, we're getting suited up to get on the canoes. Everybody's getting their life vests on, and we're next in line. I'm going with Audrey and Jenna, and then Hope, Brad, and Nikki are going in a canoe themselves. All right, we're on our canoes paddling. Got our other boat over there. I've got the twins up here in front of me paddling. I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
Hey, what's our boat called?
Yeah, this is pretty great. This is so much fun. This is just a beautiful lake, holy moly. I don't know if you can tell by the water. It probably doesn't show up as much on the video, but this water is so green or turquoise or whatnot. Having fun, girls?
Yes, it's fun.
Good.
That's you. Having fun, Dad? Are you having fun?
Don't T-bone us.
What are... Who did that? Who did that? All right.
Paddle backwards, girl. Backwards. Backwards. Backwards.
What about Somerville Lake?
Yeah, it's a dam. It actually flows.
All right.
So it just dawned on me that this is the first time on this trip we've been in a boat. So on this trip so far we've taken a train, several trains, van, like our car, we've been on a bus, and now for the first time we're in a boat. So 4 means of transportation so far. I think that's all we're gonna have. Nope. On the way back, we're flying back home. So 5 different ways of transportation, not to mention our feet. We've done lots and lots and lots of miles by foot. Got the mountain with the glacier coming down right up there. Yeah, this is really nice. This is wonderful.
Y'all enjoy this? Yeah. This is fun.
First time we've been by boat on this trip.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. I've got it easy.
We hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, don't forget to like. And don't forget to subscribe to my uncle's channel.
Thanks. This has just been the most fun out here on Emerald Lake. It's been a blast. We're gonna head back now and get in the car. We've got to stop at a little town called Golden to do some laundry, and then we're gonna head on to Kamloops this evening. We just got off our canoe trip here at Emerald Lake, and of course we're right in the middle of a store. We left Emerald Lake and continued west to the town of Golden, where we did our laundry before driving to Kamloops for the night. We crossed into Glacier National Park, but not the one we visited a few videos ago. This is the Canadian version of Glacier National Park. Once we got to the town of Salmon Arm, the road paralleled Shuswap Lake for several miles. We even passed the Rocky Mountaineer, which is a luxury train that travels between the Canadian Rockies and Vancouver. I would love to ride on this beautiful train one day. We drove along the South Thompson River as we approached Kamloops. We checked into our hotel, dropped off our bags, and then went out to dinner at what turned out to be our favorite restaurant and meal of the entire trip. You guys pick where you want to sit. I don't care. We're in Kamloops, British Columbia. We've checked into our hotel already and dropped off our bags, and now we're at dinner at a restaurant here in downtown called the Noble Pig. This is our last night in Canada, and we've had a great time here. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. So we're just ready to enjoy this last dinner together here in Canada. You can see the area we're eating in used to be a swimming pool. You can see the tile around the outside. There's one of the steps to go up. So that's pretty cool.
That's the kind of mac and cheese I love. In no way would you have to do that.
Hope, spin around so I can see your burger. Yeah, that's good.
Here, run your eyes across the top. Alright, are you ready? Well,
Are you ready?
more than. Dad, you're only on number 3.
Best meal of the trip so far for me. Beef stroganoff, so good. I'm good. This beef stroganoff is by far the best thing I've had on this trip the whole time. So good. I love this. After a long day and 5 consecutive nights of camping in a tent, we got a great night's sleep at our hotel. Good Monday morning. We are in Kamloops, British Columbia. We spent the night in our hotel right up the road there. And this morning we're headed south towards Washington State to go back into the United States of America. But first we have to make a very important stop. We went to one of these places when we were in Banff and we told Brad about it. He didn't get to go in. So we are headed towards Dollarama. We loved this place when we were in Banff, so we have to go show Brad and then see what else we can find in here. We just can't get over the prices here on the candy aisle. It's crazy. Like for this thing of M&M's, $2.50. You know, that's not so amazing, but you come right here. Here's a 3-pack of Reese's Cups, 91 cents. Canadian money, that's like 65 cents American. Peanut M&M's, 91 cents. Twix, 91 cents. Snickers, 91 cents. Wow, amazing. I was thinking about getting a new hat. You should see all the candy they've got, different Canadian type candy that we can't get back home. It's so funny. I'm curious to see what the grand total is going to be. When we left Kamloops, we drove southwest until we reached the town of Hope, British Columbia. I had a very specific reason for wanting to make a stop in this town. Right now we're walking around the town of Hope, British Columbia, and the reason that's significant is it's the same name as my sister. Her name's Hope, so we had to stop here. But the other reason this is significant is because this is the filming location for the movie Rambo: First Blood. The movie came out in 1982, I believe. It's my very favorite Rambo movie, and so I wanted to stop through here and see where part of the movie was shot. Of course, you know, it's over 40 years later, but you know, still cool to look around.
Get over there by the ass.
They did. All right, here comes the best part. Got the statue of Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo.
Hard. Look at this crazy thing.
That's nice, Nikki. It's funny because the weather here in Hope, British Columbia is very similar to what the weather was like in the movie Rambo: First Blood. We've got this rain coming down, we've got the fog and the haze with the mountain in the background. Pretty cool.
Audrey.
Yeah.
Your turn, Jennifer.
Why? I don't know.
And what do I say? What do I do?
You go, ah! All right.
Hope's gonna get her arm bit off in Hope.
Hurry up,
I
Hope.
was trying to think, do I want to stick my leg up there or what?
Really? Yeah, put your arm, Hope. Arm. We want.
I'm going to throw up.
That's spectacular.
Is this where he goes boo?
Nikki.
Colonel Troutman. I need Colonel Troutman. Oh, are we good? Yeah.
But face this way, yeah.
There we go. Good.
Put your hands down, it looks better.
It's good. I love it.
Yeah,
Jay.
I can't get it.
Looks
It's not
good,
playing.
right?
Trying to play it, but can't get the music to play. It's time for lunch here in Hope, British Columbia, and we've been seeing these places all throughout Canada on the whole trip. This is probably our last stop in Canada before we cross back into the United States. So we've decided to stop at A&W, get some lunch. You know, I didn't even think about it before I went in there. I got up to order, I was almost ready to order, and since my weight loss surgery, I'm not allowed to have soft drinks, so I couldn't get a root beer or a root beer float. It was like, oh man, I went in A&W for nothing. Anyhow, the little hamburger I had was good, but I was so disappointed I couldn't have a root beer float. Oh well. We're headed now south towards Washington State and on to Port Angeles, Washington. So got a little more ride to go. Let's go. We continued southwest and reached the U.S. border. After clearing customs, we drove south and then on to Whidbey Island, crossing Deception Pass, through Fort Casey State Park, taking a ferry across the Puget Sound to the Olympic Peninsula, and reaching our Airbnb just outside of Port Angeles. We just crossed the border, so now we're back in the United States of America, into the state of Washington, and getting ready to go to the Olympic Peninsula.
I don't know what is this supposed to be.
We made a stop for dinner in the town of Oak Harbor. We got to the Coupeville Ferry about 15 minutes early. We didn't have a reservation, but were fortunate enough not to need it as we were able to take this ferry without waiting for the next one. Right now we're on the Coupeville Port Townsend Ferry going across the Puget Sound over towards the Olympic Peninsula. Had dinner already and looking forward to getting to our Airbnb. But here's another form of transportation on this trip. Trains, automobiles, buses, kayaks, foot, and now we're on the ferry. Let's go up these stairs and see. Oh boy, yeah, it's windy up here. Wow, but top deck, yay. I think I'm the only one up here. I'm on the quote sun deck of the boat here, but it's a little bit chilly, so I'm going to go back downstairs and go inside. The name of the ship is the Kennewack. So let's go back downstairs and get to some warmth. There's Fort Casey State Park. Whew. Nikki, you should go up to the sun deck.
All right.
Back on board, a little bit warmer in here.
Windy up here.
It's a little windy.
It's a little chilly. So we're going to that dock?
We're going down in there, yeah. See the lighthouse at the end over there?
I was listening to this.
Drinks, Gatorades, cheese, sushi. Yeah, sushi. Here's some popcorn. Ice cream. This has been a really enjoyable ferry ride. We're almost back over to Port Townsend now. They've not yet made an announcement for us to go back to our vehicle or anything, but you can see we're pretty close. We've been on it for about 30 minutes or so. But anyhow, it's been lots of fun. I think everybody was surprised at how big the ferry really was. There's a few big semi-trucks and fifth wheel campers and everything on it. But we easily were able to get on the ferry. Didn't have a reservation or anything, so thank goodness we were able to get on. Once we get over to the mainland or out on the Olympic Peninsula, we've got about an hour drive to our Airbnb just outside of Port Angeles. We made the hour-long drive from Port Townsend to our Airbnb. We just pulled up to our lovely Airbnb here on the Olympic Peninsula, not far outside of Port Angeles, and we haven't even gone inside yet. So I'm gonna go in and turn the lights on, then we'll go check it out. The last 5 minutes of this video is us tasting different candies from Canada that we have never had before. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with others. In our next video, we spend 2 nights camping in and exploring Olympic National Park. Thanks for watching. See you next time. We're in our Airbnb, and the girls the other day went to Dollarama and they picked up a bunch of different candy bars that we can't get back home. At least that's what they said. And so apparently we're gonna have some kind of taste test tonight. So here's some of these candy bars that we've got. So they said we're gonna have a candy tasting. So we're gonna see how that goes.
Kind of sounds nasty.
This is the first one, a crunchy bar.
Okay.
Okay. So how should I do it? Should I
We'll
cut
see
it
what the
up?
crunchy tastes like.
Sure. Do you have a knife?
Yeah. How many is there? 6 of us.
There's 6.
Everyone take your piece of crunchy.
I want one in the middle. I don't want the end.
Okay.
Ew,
well,
I
I'll take
can't
it.
hardly look at that.
Ah, what's wrong with it?
Here.
Crunchy.
Is it crunchy?
Hey, hold on. Let me get a wash or a
It looks
It's
freeze
crunchy.
dried. Here, guys. It looks
Ew,
freeze
it
dried.
looks like a
It's pretty good.
Here's
Oh
one.
wait, it smells like caramel. It looks like a nail file.
It's hard to explain.
Sort of like a Butterfinger.
That's what I was gonna say. A Butterfinger covered in chocolate. Freeze dried.
I feel like it's a Butterfinger, but with more chocolate. Our next bar is going to be a For Fun bar. This one is milk chocolate coated hazelnut cream wafer.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Good call.
I don't like hazelnut, so we'll see.
Ooh. What?
It's missing flavor. The texture's there, but the flavor's not.
Not even the chocolate
No.
is flavored.
And that's like, I give it a 2.
I go with the 3 on that.
Yeah, you
Horrible,
know,
but-
Oh no, the aftertaste is terrible. Give it a 1.
I say what?
Oh, that aftertaste.
I agree. I don't like the after.
Feel the bubbles melt.
What is it again?
Is it like a
This one is an Aero bar.
Whoa.
I'll be right back.
Milk chocolate with bubbles.
There we
It
go.
kind of looks like Dove chocolate. Yeah, but it's got that stuff in the middle. The filling,
Oh,
yeah.
here comes a
All right.
10.
Come on, guys,
Oh,
let's
that
do it.
smell good.
It's crunchy. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Mmm.
Mmm. Interesting.
Oh, that one.
That's real different.
That's my new favorite one.
You know what these taste like? Those Palmer candies. Like Easter chocolate.
Yeah, the generic.
Mm-hmm.
Our bar that is up next is a Mirage bar. Real bubbly milk chocolate.
I see
Wait,
it.
this is
Ah.
Oh, I can't look at it. There we go with that texture again.
It's a little different texture, but the taste is pretty good. I like that. I give that one a 6. Maybe a 7.
I give that
6.
one an 8.
I say
Whoa, look at that.
Ugh.
Look.
I'm going 7 on that, but I go 8.
I'm
I'll
gonna go
say 8.
I had 8.
I like the other one better. The other one melted better. Those pieces.
This is the crispy bar. Milk chocolate with rice.
Right.
No rice. Like Rice Krispie treat.
All right.
Things.
No.
Rice sheet.
Ugh. Look, there's the rice.
Ew, it looks like flow.
It looks like fish food.
That's like a 2.
Yeah, I'll say a 2.
Ew.
Maybe
It
even
tastes
a
like
1.
something.
It's not horrible,
I'm
but
saying it's a 1.
I'm saying
I
it's
give
a
it a 1.
4.
I say 4. I say a 2.
For the finishing round, we have the Kit Kat Crunchy featuring drumstick.
Mm.
Oh Lord.
That's okay.
All right. Brian, we'll give you this, the big piece.
I don't really want the big piece, but okay, I'll take it.
We're sure I'm glad we bought all this water. All right. Thank you. 10 out of 10. I just set it on my tongue.
Yeah, that's definitely the best. And for me.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I give it a 9.
I'll give it a 10.
It actually tastes like ice cream.
I give that one a 10.
9.
That one gets a 10 for me.
I'd say 9.
I'd say a 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Although it is a little sweet.
It's a little sweet. Yeah, the Kit Kat Crunchy I think wins.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody cleanse your palate for this. We have Old Dutch ketchup chips.
Ooh, yay.
Okay, all right.
These are native to Canada.
We think.
They're not
We
that
don't know.
crushed.
Canada.
Oh, they smell like ketchup. All right.
Ew. Ew.
Let's pass around.
Yeah, but we have to have a significant piece so we can actually taste
Should I get
it.
a chip?
Yeah, but
Mm.
this smells like ketchup. Ready? You're not gonna like them. They have a vinegar taste.
We got 2 bags of this. Why are we giving 0?
I actually give it a 7.
I like it. I give it an 8.
I kind of
8
like
or 9.
I don't think they're bad at all.
You know,
They don't take much like ketchup.
I think I'm gonna have another one.
It almost reminds you of French fry, like a French fry with ketchup.
I give it a 7.
It's just crunchier
Yeah.
than a fry, that's it.
It's a French fry with
It
ketchup.
It's a
reminds me of
French fry.
McDonald's ketchup too.
Yeah, it does.
Their cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I'm standing outside of my Airbnb just outside of Port Angeles, Washington on the Olympic Peninsula. We're checking out of our Airbnb this morning, and for the next 2 days we're going to be exploring Olympic National Park and all around the Olympic Peninsula. It's cloudy, overcast, it's got some drizzle coming down, and as I spin around here, if it were a clear day, right back here you'd see the Olympic Mountains. But it's not a clear day, so we can't see those, obviously. Anyhow, we had a wonderful night's sleep last night here at our Airbnb. We've had this place reserved for almost a year now, and just had a great time there. So we're looking forward to going into Port Angeles, going to the visitor center. The girls want to get some coffee, and then we'll get our day started from there. So come along, join us for the ride. This slug is gigantic. It's about 8 inches long.
Oh, you got to get out. It's well worth getting out to see.
Otter told me not to get out.
What do you think? Go pick that up?
Like slimy.
Nikki wanted to pick it up.
Massive.
Nikki wanted to pick that up?
Yeah, at first.
Why? Because it's Nikki. That is disgusting.
Before leaving for Olympic National Park, we picked apples and berries at our Airbnb. Yum.
Brian, I hear a frog.
You just might.
Dad, can I get right there and get those raspberries?
Yeah, step over the leaves.
Let me see your hands, Dickie. Wow, that's pretty good.
You smell, Nick?
Or whatever
Those
they are.
called gladiolas.
Oh, okay.
And Mimi had, I think Janet has it now, a pot specifically for gladiolas. It's green.
Edible. I think it tastes like a pomegranate.
Oh man, don't tell me that, because I love those.
This tastes like crab apple.
Some of them are sour.
Yeah. This is a red currant. Really sour. Yeah, these are good. Nice.
I can take it for you.
We've arrived at Olympic National Park, and we just took our picture right here at the park entrance sign. And now we're headed up to the ranger station to get some maps so we can explore the park easier.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Look at this cool. There is leopard. This is so cool.
We were treated with some local fauna right outside the visitor center.
Oh, look, here goes Nikki.
Flying down.
And there goes Jay.
Don't break an ankle.
Please. You know what? I haven't seen very many hospitals on this trip.
Our first stop here in Olympic National Park is going to be Madison Falls. We just parked the van and now we're on the trailhead walking out to Madison Falls. It's just a short little walk. It's like 2/10 of a mile, so it's nothing. I didn't even put my hiking boots on. I'm still wearing my flip-flops for that matter. There it is. That was literally the easiest trail ever. It was 2/10 of a mile, so they say. I don't even think it was that far. But what a great reward walking out here on this short little trail, Madison Falls.
So big.
The shirt we see is big. This is wide.
There's a cave, cougar cave right up there probably. There's a cave right there.
Look at this tree where the branches have come down. There's like a little shelter made out of the branches. Wow. This is amazing. Good heavens. So cool. We continued into the park, driving past Crescent Lake and parking at the Storm King parking area before hiking out to Marymare Falls. All right, we're at the Storm King parking area here at Lake Crescent, and we're getting ready to do the Marymare Falls Trail. It's about 9/10 of a mile out to Marymare Falls, which is a 400-foot tall waterfall. So let's go head that direction now.
What about his berries off the Hunger Games? You know what I'm talking about. When two doesn't happen to one at the same time.
Hey, look at this. Wow. Audrey, are you not freezing?
Hey, this is like Twilight. Is this Twilight?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Holy cow, that's so soft. That, Brian, feel this.
Why is it soft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, so cool. I feel like I'm in a botanical garden, whatever those things are called.
Well, you are in a rainforest. It's called a temperate rainforest, not a tropical.
It's like the camera doesn't capture all.
This trail out to Marymare Falls is so nice. Everything is so green and lush. It's just so pretty.
Right there?
Yeah.
Look how this tree is split to do
Yep.
this.
Yep,
Look at that.
sure has.
How
Do you
cool.
think they did that, or do you think?
Oh no, it's nature.
You think it was struck by lightning?
I'm getting in. Can someone take my picture? Hold on, we're all taking turns.
I don't think I can fit. You guys can. I can't
Take your
fit.
backpack off. I think you
Yeah, I
can.
probably could.
Can I get in or put something out there?
You can go through.
Hang on, let me do one more. That is nice. Is it? Hey, why doesn't someone wait a minute? Hold on. Okay. Pretty good. I actually videoed a lot of that. Really? Yeah, but it looks good.
This trail is supposed to be about a 400-foot elevation gain, and thus far it's been straight the whole time. So that tells me this last little bit of the trail is going to be straight up. Doing good?
Doing good.
Almost to the falls. I can hear them now. And this trail has not been bad at all. I thought it was going to be straight up, but there was just a few little switchbacks and that was it. Oh, there's the falls. We've made it to the Merrimer Falls overlook, and I've got the beautiful waterfall there behind us.
What's that?
My hat.
Jacket, a hat. Here, hold this for a second. I will take my jacket off.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Well, we went up a bunch of steps.
Now you can also fall in the back.
I like this little log bridge that goes across the river. We continued driving along Lake Crescent, headed towards our next stop, Sawduck, and the trailhead to Sawduck Falls. Okay, now we're at the Sawduck Falls trailhead. We're leaving the parking lot, headed toward the waterfalls, and this is one of the best ones. I remember doing this when I was here 17 years ago, and this is a really pretty one. So even though it's raining outside, I told them we have to do this.
Audrey, Nikki, yes, you didn't want to wear this rain jacket. That means you're mad at Mom. Because me and Mom are twins.
Devil's Club.
Is that what this is?
That, yeah. Just like the Merry Falls Trail we were just on, this Solduck Falls Trail is also so green. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't show up in the video how green it really is.
See, Audrey, look.
We've made it out to Solduck Falls, and this is my very favorite waterfall in all of Olympic National Park. I just love the way the 3 cascades go there. So anyhow, well worth the hike out here. If you're ever in Olympic National Park, make sure you visit Solduck Falls. And of course, there's Crazy Nikki. Here's another great vantage point of Solduck Falls. Nikki, you be careful. After leaving Solduck Falls, we headed west toward the town of Forks. Forks is where the Twilight series was set, and scenes and artifacts from the movies are all over town. All right, we're getting ready to go into the Thriftway grocery store, which is also the Ace Hardware and the Sporting Goods store here in the town of Forks. We're here in the grocery store in the souvenir section. They've got all this Bigfoot stuff.
Lip gloss?
Here's a banana slug.
All this Sasquatch nonsense. Turbo. You ever seen Turbo?
Oh yeah, it kind of does. That's nasty. That is one big piece of wood. don't you go stand beside it to give it some reference? When we left Forks, we continued west a few miles to our campground. We just got our tent set up here at the Mora campground, and we're right near the Pacific Ocean. Anyhow, we have a beautiful campsite here at the Mora campground. We got both tents on the same site, and anyhow, looking forward to tonight's stay.
There's 2 of them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's another one. No way.
They're littles.
No way. Here's Audrey and Jenna.
We made the short drive to spend sunset at Rialto Beach. We're gonna go climb over the trees and the logs to get up to the beach. And there we are, and you can see some sunset. Wow, it's a heck of a climb, huh? Yeah. What do you think, girls?
It stinks.
It stinks?
It stinks.
Well, look at the waves, and look at the rocks out there.
What is that out there? That's
Here's a little house that somebody built.
I could crack in just at this.
I said, wouldn't you crack?
It's cool.
Wouldn't you crack if you wrapped it?
Where it last touched. Oh.
Look, she's going down lower. I just shocked the girls. I put a little bit of kelp on my shoulder and it scared them. Watch this. Hey girls, you want some kelp?
no right.
What do you got there?
I don't know, but it's thick.
Ugh.
It's like a big tail. Come on, come on now. I don't want to feel it. Come on. No, I don't want to feel it. Look how big it is. It's not squishy. Oh, it's not. It's almost like a tube.
I'd have a harder time when I go for a swim.
Yeah, same. You're not good.
Nikki said she's loving this. What do you think, Nick?
This is awesome. This beach is like rocks, but it's like black. But it's not sand. It's not black sand. It's just black rocks. It looks sweet.
Yeah, when we were in Greece, they had black sand and it really hurt our feet because it was so hot, but we don't have that problem here. Check this out. Oh, we got to go in this. Wow. Would you look at this? Oh. It's really dark in here, so I'm going to come out, but this is amazing. I'm going to let Nikki come in. Yeah, I think everybody's really enjoying Rialto Beach. It's so different than what they've ever seen before. It's a lot like the places I was at this summer in Oregon, but the weather makes it so much different because it was sunny when I was in Oregon. So this is just a lot different. This is kind of how I envision the Pacific Northwest. Kind of a bit perilous coming from the beach over to where the parking lot is. You got to go through this series of down trees. So you're literally like climbing over the trees and stuff. Wow. This was actually a pretty easy way, relatively speaking, compared to the way I came up. Oh, might help if I had on real shoes other than flip-flops. There, that's not bad. There we go. All right, let's go see if we can find some banana slugs. We saw some coming in.
Step down here, come down this way. Yeah.
Ew.
Good morning from the Mora campground. We had a good night's sleep last night, at least I did. And today we're going to pack up our tents and head to the Hoh Rainforest and then down along the coast through Claylock before heading back east. And we have another campground tonight near Olympia, Washington. So have a big day in store today. Our first stop was the Hoh Rainforest. This is probably the most popular spot in Olympic National Park. We had to wait over an hour in line before we were able to drive into the parking lot. Needless to say, if you plan on visiting this site, plan accordingly and be prepared for a long wait. The wait did give us some time to clean out the van just a little.
Bad, but when you consider how many people it's awful coming in and out.
We're outside of the Hoh Rainforest Visitor Center and we're getting ready to do the Hall of Mosses Trail. This water is crystal clear.
I'll take a picture of this.
If you want to get
I'm taking you all.
Look how that just like curves.
Mm-hmm. Look at that tree.
Oh my gosh.
This is a nice opening right here.
Yeah, look how through here.
Oh. Yeah, this little spur area off the main trail is really nice.
And where do we keep going from?
Of my Polaroids. Because it doesn't do good in a white lighting. Let's go.
Jenny?
You know, the weather today is much different than yesterday. Yesterday was dark and gloomy and overcast and had some spitting rain, but today is bright and sunny, and I almost wish that it were the overcast and cloudy like it was yesterday as I walk here through the Hall of Mosses, because this bright sunshine really has some harsh contrast, and I don't think the videos and photos are going to be quite as good today because of this bright sunshine. Ooh, this part's nice. The girls were mesmerized by the banana slugs. We left the Hoh Rainforest and continued driving south, stopping at a little store called Peak 6, where we enjoyed talking to the owner.
Back in the day, before we didn't grow up at the time. Oh my! No wonder then. So we've got a dumpster or something. Yeah. No, we can do that.
We've now reached Ruby Beach, and now we have to navigate across the logs to get out onto the beach itself. But what a great sight this is. Made it down here to the beach. It's not quite low tide. The tide is going out, but it's not quite low tide, so I don't know if we'll see any of the sea stars or anything at the tide pools, but we're gonna go find out. Time to cross the stream. Now this is pretty cool. I'm standing in one of these sea stacks with a little cave right here with the ocean waves crashing in. Like I said earlier, the tide is going out. I don't see any sea stars or anything like that, but it's really cool to be able to walk under this sea stack like this. I'm out here standing in the Pacific Ocean. The water's really cold, but you know, I can't come to the West Coast without getting in the ocean. So here I am. We've had a great time here at Ruby Beach. We've hiked among the sea stacks here along the ocean, and now we're headed back to the car to continue heading south toward Claylock and then onto our campground tonight near Olympia, Washington. Check out this amazing view overlooking Ruby Beach. So we've arrived at the Lake Quinault Lodge. The girls are still looking for some stickers they like, and Hope's still looking for a Christmas ornament. We've gone to several different places. We're hoping, fingers crossed, that we can find it here. Anyhow, this is a beautiful historic lodge. Let's go check it out. Wow, inside this lodge, it's just beautiful. Goodness gracious. Look at this big chess set. I'm walking around back of the Lake Quinault Lodge. It overlooks the lake, it's right out in front of me. But I'm gonna go down here towards the bottom of the hill and get a photo of the lodge back up behind me there. And then I'm gonna meet the others back in the gift shop. This is kind of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please click the thumbs up button and also consider subscribing to my channel. It doesn't cost anything, but it really helps me out. Be on the lookout for my next video, which will be the final video in this series, as we explore Mount Rainier National Park and the Columbia River Gorge. Thanks for watching. See you next time. We can't do a campfire, so Brad used his camp stove. Nice.
Don't show the first match.
Dad, this is good. We have to do this next time. This is so buttery.
Good morning from Millersvania State Park, just outside of Olympia, Washington. We made a change of plans. a few days ago, we were going to spend 2 nights in the Mora campground in Olympic National Park. But because today we're going to go to Mount Rainier, we decided it would save us quite a bit of time if we got closer to Mount Rainier last night rather than staying in the Mora campground. It turned a 4.5-hour drive into just a 2-hour drive today. So we drove a little more yesterday to get here, and it's a great thing that we did because this campground is beautiful. Not that Mora wasn't, but Mora was very wet. The tents were soaking wet the night before, so we had to pack them up kind of wet, which is not fun. Anyhow, we got here, it's bone dry, and the tents have aired out nicely. We've packed them away, or Brad's actually packing his now. I've got mine packed away. So it's nice and dry, ready for the flight back home. Anyhow, we have a big day today. We're gonna go to Mount Rainier National Park and spend most of the day there, and then go on down to our Airbnb, which is just north of Portland, and the girls don't know about it. It's kind of out of this world. You'll see later on. Anyhow, looking forward to today and going to Mount Rainier National Park. We packed up our camp, stopped for some morning coffee, and started driving toward Mount St. Helens.
Want coffee?
We've arrived at the Mount St. Helens Forest Learning Center, and right behind me is Mount St. Helens. We're getting ready to go into the Learning Center and learn more about the eruption which took place in 1980. And wow, it's really hot out here today, believe it or not.
And it raised the lake 200 feet.
Wow.
It also redammed the lake across here.
St. Helens traffic. This is helicopter number 1. We'll be departing the Forest Learning Center for the crater of Mount St. Helens.
No way.
But what is it? We don't know what anything else does. Yes, we do, Audrey, if you just watch. Sergeant just this one is this. This one, that is this thing that can go up. This one, what did it do? Oh wait, something. Oh, it's this thing.
When we left Mount St. Helens, we headed north toward Mount Rainier National Park. Nikki just found a geocache here in Washington outside of Mount Rainier National Park. We stopped for a tasty lunch at Papa Bear's restaurant in the town of Morton. We didn't go to Mount Rainier until 3 p.m. because we didn't have a timed entry ticket, which is required in the summer for entry before 3 o'clock.
They're way up there.
I'm here in the Henry M. Jackson Visitor Center here at Mount Rainier National Park, and it closes in just a few minutes, but we got here just in time to get our passport stamps and go into the bookstore and the gift shop. There's another gift shop at the lodge. We'll go there in a minute, but we're up at the Paradise area. Finally made it here today, and we're gonna go walk around a little bit and see what all we can find. I'm at the Paradise area at Mount Rainier National Park, and the beautiful mountain peak of Mount Rainier is right behind me. I'm walking up the Myrtle Falls Trail. It's not very far, it's only like 4/10 of a mile. But it's just so nice and so fresh and so clean up here. It just smells so good, and it's later in the day, so there's not that much traffic here, not that many people, and it's just fantastic. Gosh, this is wonderful. Look at this view. Check out this little tiny tree. It's literally only about 3 feet tall, and then the view. All right, we're headed up the Alta Vista Trail, and this is really steep right here. The video, I'm sure, doesn't show it, but I'm gonna get Nikki in the video so he'll show how steep. It's gonna be a pain coming down this thing on my knees.
It doesn't look.
I feel like I'm going straight up.
Oh my word. Got my tabs on
Nice. Yeah, a little breather time. Really steep.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nikki? Steep?
Very steep.
Whew. Had to take my hat off for this part. A little sweaty. My. It's steep. With that view out there. Crazy. And then back to the front. This is really impressive. I like this hike. It's off the pavement. It's more like a normal trail. It's nice and cool here in the shade. Great view out in front. Walking along this trail towards Mount Rainier. Beautiful time of day, beautiful evening. Got these pretty flowers over here to the side. And in front of me is the view of Mount Rainier.
There's the switchback.
So I think with the time we have left, this is about as far as I'm going to go here, hiking here at Mount Rainier. We've got about another 2.5 hours to go before we get to our Airbnb for the night. So we need to get back down to the parking lot. But anyhow, what a great view and a lot of fun here at a short time at Mount Rainier.
देख के आना है तो वहां तक देख के आ जाए।
नहीं कुछ है नहीं।
नहीं वो किसी और भी
Probably the Texans. We stopped by Narada Falls on our way out of the park. We drove south for our one-night, out-of-this-world Airbnb stay just north of Portland, Oregon. I think those lights over there were where we were supposed to go. Because I saw some lights.
Is the blue house not our?
No, it's right beside the blue house. We just missed it.
Whose blue house is that?
The owners. There's another house beside the blue house. Okay. You got it.
Wait, this is what we just came out of.
I know.
Spaceship. It says spaceship.
Hey, it does say spaceship.
It said,
Oh,
yeah, it says.
Yes, there it is.
This is the spaceship.
Keep
this
going.
This is a spaceship.
It's right down there. What? Yes.
Girls,
Turn to the left right here, Brad.
the surprise we have kept for months. Are you all serious? They're spending the night in a spaceship. Are you kidding? No way! Our last night of our trip. Guys, are you serious?
This is it. This is the big one.
We have kept this. Is that why the sign is there? God, no.
Hence why everyone keeps saying it's out of this world.
You can go on in. It's unlocked. Go on in.
Sleep on your back.
Look right here.
In the open today.
I know, I saw that. Guys, my Facebook post I have been so excited was going to be planes, trains, automobiles, and spaceships.
What is that for?
No way!
Change the colors.
Somebody's getting pictures.
Wait, actually.
Wow.
Well, that's a good question, Audrey. We don't know, that's not the point.
Let me see if this works in here.
Here, I do know.
We didn't think about
This
this.
is insane. Look here, this is a futon bed, this is a futon. I think this is a bed too.
Yeah.
I think this thing folds out.
And there's costumes in here.
There are costumes for you all to dress up in. There you go.
What do you think?
Whoa, where'd our lights go?
Lights on. Do you all like this? Yes. Audrey, you gotta come get a helmet on.
My helmet doesn't fit.
Wait, let me get a good one.
This helmet does not fit my head.
There's plenty more.
Wait, this one did that.
Give me that General Grievous helmet.
Hold on.
General Grievous, right down there.
I don't even know. Is this?
Yeah, from Star Wars. General Grievous. General Grievous.
Guys, I think this was an amazing
Skywalker.
surprise.
This is the greatest Airbnb we have ever stayed at.
Like, actually.
Wow, Nikki, that's impressive. Well, we just got to our Airbnb north of Portland, and this was the big surprise. We've had this thing reserved for months now, but the girls didn't know about it. So we're literally staying in a spaceship. The Airbnb for our last night is a spaceship. It's one of those unique Airbnbs that you see. And when we came across this, my sister Hope and I were like, we have to stay here. So it has a queen bed or a double bed or something, and then it just has some cots and some futons. But anyhow, that part doesn't matter. We figured it's the last night, doesn't matter. So, but this is a really cool place. I'm going to take some video here tonight and then also tomorrow when it's a little bit better daylight. But anyhow, we thought what a great way to spend our last night on our 2-week trip out west and to infinity and beyond. Time to check out of the Airbnb here, which is the Spaceship in Brush Prairie, Washington, just north of Portland. Had a great time staying here last night. I was a little worried about the sleeping accommodations, but we couldn't pass this place up. It was just too much fun. Anyhow, the girls loved it. We all had a great time. I'll put a link to the Airbnb in the description below so you can check it out and maybe stay here yourself. I'd highly recommend it. Well worth it. Ooh, pretty cool.
Hold on.
Here's our spaceship. And our spaceship for the trip. Our van was filthy, so Brad took it through a car wash before we would return it later in the evening. We've arrived in Oregon and we're on the Columbia River Gorge, and there's a little fresh fruit market and an area here where you can pick your own berries, and so everybody said stop, stop. So here we are at the little fruit stand, and I think they might do some picking of some berries.
We're flying red-eye tonight, and I'm not sure how we could take all this home with us, but
Oh, you're munching on them all the way until then.
yeah.
You can take them on the plane.
Yeah, they let you check the food.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've taken, wow, look at all these berries. It's incredible. So Nikki's decided we're all gonna pick some fresh blueberries. So we've got our buckets tied on to us here, and we're all going around picking blueberries, and we're gonna combine them into one bucket. These huge buckets. They're probably 8 inches tall. $8 for the whole bucket for blueberries. Fantastic. So this is just a lot of fun. The owner of the farm here says that these blueberry bushes are 97 years old. That's incredible. And there's so many blueberries. Good grief. Really good. Let's see what that bucket looks like. Wow, that's pretty good. Mercy.
They're good.
I know they are. What do you think about this, Hope? You like it?
Amazing. This might be on my highlight of attractions.
This might be my number one.
With your coffee in one hand and blueberries in the other. How they taste?
Really good. I threw them up and I was catching them in my mouth.
Nice.
Although I missed a bunch.
So Jenna picking some there.
Yeah, there's a ton.
There is a ton. It's unbelievable.
Okay, we're probably good on blueberries because it's almost full and we have 2 more. Hang on, I'm gonna go ask her what she uses to fertilize. Mom, you have to think of the soil in your farm. I know I do.
This is one on the highlight of our trip. Yeah. Nice.
This bag of blueberries is about 10 pounds. Good grief. Then there's another bag in there, equally as big. We're here at the overlook at the Columbia River Gorge with the beautiful Columbia River behind us. We're in Oregon, and of course across the Columbia River is the state of Washington. So we're going to continue along the gorge here in just a few moments, but what a great view and overlook this is. All right, we've reached the Vista House, which overlooks the Columbia River in both directions, to the west and then again to the east. So now I'm going to step inside. Well, that was a fun little stop at the Vista House. Now we're headed out to the van and we're going to go along the gorge a little bit. The Columbia River Gorge is known for its many waterfalls with easy access just off of the highway. Made it to our first waterfall stop here on the Columbia River Gorge, Latourell Falls. We crossed the Columbia River back into Washington before crossing back into Oregon a few minutes later. We made an impromptu stop at the Bradford Visitor Center at the Bonneville Locks and Dam. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could drive across the locks there? We're on the railroad tracks. Yeah. That would be cool if you could drive across the locks.
Right now I'm at the outdoor viewing platform on the top of the visitor center, and you can see the locks and the dam right behind me. That is a lot of water coming through there. Holy cow. The visitor center has an underwater viewing area, so visitors can see the salmon going upstream as well as the lamprey. Oh, there it is, swimming. Oh, that's nasty.
You have to be able to swim and just stop going.
There they are.
Wait, they're actual fish.
Yeah, they're lamprey.
No, so these are these.
But that
You think these are in the Canal River? No! Caught on somewhere. There's a little one. Ooh, what is that?
I think it's a sunflower salmon. Here's a fish out there.
That is so cool.
Look! There's two.
It's one of these. It's either a silver or a Saga. And I'm gonna bet it's a
This
Saga.
is like an aquarium.
This is awesome.
It's better because it's free.
It's like the coho. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Wow. That's a silver salmon. Yeah. That's for sure the silver salmon. That's amazing.
Look, what's bitten out of it?
Yeah, he's had a fight.
Something has really chomped down on him.
Look at that one.
Did we? Wow. Where do they keep coming from?
You need to go up on the roof and you'll see. There's the way the light. This was not one of the places we'd planned on stopping, but holy moly, this has been a great stop. Very interesting. And now we're here at the ladders where the salmon go upstream. So now I'm here at the fish hatchery. They've got a large area here and there's a gift shop across the way. It's almost like a campus. Lots of different buildings and things here to look at. I've never seen so many fish. That's about 4 feet long. Here's some. You can see these better. That's got to be 4 feet long at least, maybe 5 feet long. When we left the fish hatchery, we drove to the top attraction in the Columbia River Gorge, the 620-foot tall Multnomah Falls. We made it to Multnomah Falls, which is the tallest waterfall here in the Columbia River Gorge, and our last stop before heading towards the airport in Portland to head back home. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's totally free and doesn't cost anything.
Make sure to click that bell to get notified when a new video drops.
We're at the Portland International Airport. We just went through security. Now we're headed to our gates for our flight back to Charlotte. We've had a great time on this trip. I hope you've enjoyed watching not only this, but all of the videos from our journey. Absolute 3 favorite things from this trip. For me, my 3 favorite things. Number 3 was probably exploring Banff National Park, and then the whole city of Banff. Number 2 was everybody's reaction, well, specifically the girls' reaction when we pulled up to the Spaceship Airbnb at nighttime. That was priceless. And my number 1 favorite thing about the trip probably was the 3-day train ride across the country with family. I just loved doing the train ride. It was so much fun. So that's my top 3. Let's see what everybody else said. Let's see what my sister Hope has for her top 3 things.
So while it wasn't like 100% perfect and great, I would definitely say the train ride across the country was my third favorite. My second favorite, I'm going to be specific and say the wildlife in Banff was awesome. And then my most favorite, of course, was spending this 2 full weeks with my family, seeing so much of the country that we hadn't seen before and going into Canada.
All right, let's see what my brother-in-law Brad has for his top 3.
My top 3 things at number 3 is camping in Glacier and Banff and Olympic with family. And number 2 is going to the Sun Road in Olympic. And number 1 is, or I'm sorry, in Glacier. And number 1 is Banff, seeing the wildlife in Banff and Glacier.
Let's find out from Jenna what her 3 favorite things were.
My third favorite was, guys, I forgot what I said.
You said the train ride.
Oh yeah, my third favorite was the train ride. My second favorite was Banff, and my favorite was Glacier.
All right, let's see what Audrey has to say. Audrey, what were your 3 favorites?
My third favorite thing was canoeing in Yoho in Emerald Lake. My second favorite thing was Glacier, and my favorite thing was Banff.
Let's see what my niece Nikki has for her 3 favorite things.
So my number 1 would be the Grinnell Glacier hike. That was a lot of fun. My number 2 would probably be Banff as a whole. Loved the whole area. And number 3 would be picking berries in Oregon and in Washington when we were in Port Angeles. So that's my top 3.
And there you have it, everybody's top 3 from our trip. I've had such a great time on this trip, and I know the whole family has as well. You know, most of my videos I'm traveling solo, and I love to travel solo because you have so much freedom and you can do what you want when you want, but there's nothing quite like traveling with family. It's just a lot of fun, and I'm so fortunate that my sister and brother-in-law Brad want me to come along with them, you know, when they take trips, and so I just feel really happy about that. We've got another great trip planned for next summer. So obviously, please subscribe to the channel so that we can share that trip with you as well. Just a little hint, we're going north to Alaska, my favorite state. Anyhow, I do feel very fortunate about that, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Thank you for watching it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.